Go Pickle Cats!
My name is Jenny Johnson. This will be my 7th TPL event, and I've won the TPL Cup 2 times, once with Big Dink Energy and once with Resting Grinch Face. I've played in a lot of tournaments over the past 4 or 5 years. I've had the privilege of getting to compete in a lot of local tournaments, have traveled around the country, played in Arizona, Florida, Chicago, Milwaukee. So I've gotten to, experience a lot of different tournament environments. Tournaments are intense and they can be a lot. They can be stressful, but the TPL is totally unique in the sense that, we're showing up like ready to compete on the TPL tournament day. Sure, we all want to, drink beer out of the TPL Cup, but the memories that are going to be made that day, the sleepovers, the sourdough donuts in the morning, all of the memories that are going to be made are just what really get you excited to show up on game day. My reaction to the first TPL event I played in was, hell yeah. I have a very vivid image of particularly Lake. I can't remember who all was on her team, but they showed up wearing boa feathers, which were getting littered all over the court. All the teams had some sort of fun uniform that went along with their hilarious team names, which are a thing in the TPL. But it was particularly special because this group of people, TPL folks, are my pickleball family, and it's like I get to go home and be with my family for a holiday is what a TPL event feels like to me. And on top of that, I've actually been able to get some of my real family members involved. Volley, my daughter, who's now 16, has played in it. And my sister, I was able to draft her and get her to fly in for an event when I was the captain for the first time. That was pretty special. It was the first time we'd ever competed together in pickleball. And my mom has also competed in the TPL, and if she's not in the premier, event, she's there with cookies cheering everybody on because she loves everybody just as much as I do. No, Volley and I have yet to be on the same TPL team. I tend to play against my daughter more than I get to play with her, and we're tied neck and neck. We both have 2 TPL Cup wins. She got the last one beating me in the finals, which is, sure, it's a tough pill to swallow, but if I want anybody to win and beat me, it's her because I'm her coach and her biggest fan. But we're so used to pushing each other. We found a good dynamic where we know that we love each other so much that that's what it's about. It's pushing each other and also being each other's biggest fans at the same time. The TPL season that stands out most to me, they're all unique in their own way, but the one that stands out the most for me was my first time being a captain and getting to participate in the draft. Game day, we showed up with tie-dyed Big Dink Energy shirts, and I had fake tattoos, temporary tattoos made of the TPL logo so we could, flex and intimidate, which seemed to do the trick. We all just brought the biggest Dink energy that day, won the cup, and in our text thread following the event, John's like, "When are we getting our tattoos, you guys?" And we're all, ha ha. But guess who's got the biggest BDE? It's John, because he went out and actually tattooed TPL season 4 champ on his arm. How cool is that?
Hi, my name is Chris Ports, and I am playing in my 9th TPL seasons.
Hi, I'm Jay Ports, and this will be my 9th TPL season.
Well, I got into pickleball because I was playing tennis. We had a once-a-week tennis thing going every summer. And Ann and Sue and Kathy and others kept saying, you got to try pickleball. You're a tennis player. You'd love to play pickleball. So one summer, they said, let's do it. So we went over to Calgary. There was a group of us that showed up and they taught us how to play. And I think we all fell in love with pickleball that night and started playing. And then I believe I introduced Jay to it or told him he should give it a try.
Yeah, Chris came home after that and she goes, oh, I got this great new sport that you should try. It's called pickleball. First time I'm like, I hate this sport. I'm not playing this. She goes, you got to give it a couple more tries. So we kept trying it and I started to enjoy it more. And she goes, we should put in a court. I'm like, are you serious? She goes, yeah, we should put in a sport court in the backyard, paint pickleball lines. So we had just moved into our house in Deer Creek and we were putting on a deck and a patio and decided just to pour a slab for a pickleball court. And it's been in 15 or 10 years now.
When we put the court in, or decided to put the court in, we were thinking, great, we've got kids at home, it can be a sport court, we'll put a basketball hoop back there, paint some lines on the cement, and we had no idea where pickleball would take us from that point. But one of my favorite TPLs is when we had the championship here.
I do remember that. I think it might have been season 2 or 3. We were all sitting in lawn chairs all the way around 2/3 of the court.
That was definitely your idea to make the championship really special and have everybody watching. And so we were glad that we could at least start that tradition, and now it's moved to the shed, but that was fun.
Well, of course, season 9 was the best, or season 8 was the best. That's the one we won with the Pickle Cat team, and we're hoping to come back and defend our title, which I don't think's been done yet. You know, we had the one season, Pickle Squad. I think it was Chris and Alexi and myself and Darren Prince, and so we got to play as a family. That was fun.
I mean, how lucky are we that we can play in this really cool TPL tournament with all these amazing people, and we can have seasons like we did where Jay, Lexi, and I are all on the same team. I mean, how lucky is that? How fun. We've had another season, I don't remember which one it was, where Lexi and I got to partner up too in women's doubles. So, I mean, that's just super cool that the three of us have been able to play in it. We've made most of the tournaments. So I don't know if I have all-time favorite moments, but definitely great memories from playing with my family. And I don't especially love to play against them. You're cheering for them as much as you're cheering for yourself. So you're happy when they win, and that's kind of a hard way to play pickleball when you're just as happy if your opponent wins. But it's been fun to be able to do it as a family.
The other folks in the Ports family circles, do they care? What are the thoughts of the TPL?
Well, my mom and dad have come to watch several of the TPLs. They enjoy watching, and they love to come because my dad coached Chris Mavitz, he coached Missy, he coached Lexi, he coached Jamie. So they know a lot of people besides Jay and I, and they like watching Jay and Lex and I play. So far, Nick, who our son, is a pickleball player, does play, but he hasn't been able to play in the TPL. But he is involved in the results and curious about how it's going. He's really close friends with Zach Driscoll. They were roommates on the road for a year and became super close friends. So like the season I was with Zach, and he was very interested in how Zach and I were doing. He was also really good friends in high school with Chris Mavitz. So Nick likes to hear what's going on, and so far he hasn't been able to join because of his schedule, but maybe someday we can get a tournament with the TPL with all 4 Portses.
My name is Emily Garrett, and I have played in all 9 TPLs. I started playing pickleball because with my dad, because he taught me how to play tennis, and he couldn't really play tennis anymore. So I took him to some Jack Bow pickleball drills at Stay Fit, and then kept playing.
TPL different and special if it does.
The TPL is the only tournament where you can lose in the first round and it's still the best day. because you sit around and you hang out with your friends or you root for your friends, except if they're defending champions, then you have to root against them. But yeah, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. It's just an awesome day.
Love it. What do you want the most?
I think now, like, it's changed. We've been doing it a long time. Now I think draft day is one of my favorite things because, like, you find out who you're going to be with and who's on your team and start thinking about names and stuff. It used to be like the day of, because this is like all this build up and stuff. But I don't know, it's all great.
You've been on standout.
Yes, of course. Season 2 is the year that I drafted and we won. Me, Lake, Scott Tomey, and Chris Movitz. That was my championship team. So that one I remember. Also, it was just a fun day. They're just cool people. Like, I never met Lake before that day, really. And then, like, we did the final at the ports court, and it was just a fun one. Yes, I was reading something about the psychology of pickleball, why we're all addicted to it, and one of the huge things about it is this sense of belonging, which is a huge part of the TPL. But for me, getting to host and getting to have the sleepovers and whatever, it's like my family gets to be a part of it. So it's like they belong to the TPL too. Like, Katie's curling our hair at midnight before the tournament, so it's the whole piece of it.
Yeah.
The one year we were here was like Christmas time, and we were like doing a pyramid, playing ping pong and doing a pyramid, and Lizzie got to be on the top of the lady pyramid. So it's just cool. Lizzie will, without a doubt, say besides me, Chris Ports is her favorite TPL. I don't know what Katie and Will would say.
All right. I'm Katie Garrett. I'm her daughter, and I haven't played in any TPLs, but I've been there for almost all of them. I feel like we got Jason. He's an OG. He's been there for a long time. Good friends with my mom. Kyle. There's so many. I don't want to put anyone on blast. What else? What do you think?
I was thinking about, I've been one TPL, I think it was the event, and then Lake was staying at our house, and then the next day she came with us to the Vikings game.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
like,
that was
weird,
really fun.
Weird things happen.
And Lake and Chidi, when they slept over,
Mhm.
I was doing their hair. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Going and watching your mom play sports rather than kind of the reverse of most kids your age.
I feel like it makes me understand like how she's feeling, because like tennis and pickleball are similar. So like I'll be like, understand and not be like, oh, just like play better or something like that. Like I know that it's like hard and stuff like that.
We kind of have the same, sometimes,
Yeah.
mental anxiety struggles.
Yeah.
I think when we're playing sports, so we get each other.
hmm
Try to say to her, think about saying to her, or does she say to you? Both ways.
I usually steer clear of trying to talk to her while she's playing. I don't think that's the greatest idea, but
You make me laugh sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's good. Like, if it's like, it's really not that serious.
yeah,
Just-
yeah, I'll be like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's good to see her win.
Love music.
What was that first one though that was like really?
Yes.
Yes, I think I thought of that one, Dink 182, and she just thought it was really funny, and then they went from there. So, yeah.
So, Jason's team being named after musical artists, have you to thank for this?
Yeah, that was my contribution to the TPL, was the music team names.
So we just put Jason on blast.
Yeah. My bad, Jason. Don't hate me after this.
How was it caught on to the rest of the family?
Yeah, I think like from like when you started playing pickleball and we would go watch you, and then like we would all just become friends with like your friends, and they all know like me and my siblings, and then my dad recently started playing more often, so it's all just kind of a family thing.
I think that's kind of how we are as a family, though. If somebody's
Mhm.
interested in something, we
We
all
all, yeah.
can be annoying about it,
Yeah.
but if somebody's doing it, we're all doing it. So
Yeah. And now
definitely become that way.
the pickleball court in the backyard, we are always playing like as a family, and it's very fun.
Premier League debut.
Oh, I hope soon. The next one, I'm gonna be
in.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there,
Mhm.
locked in. So it was me, my dad, my brother, and my brother's girlfriend, and we were gonna have the most insane run. I know it, but the tennis got in the way in the summer. So
And Will's injury.
oh yeah, and Will got injured, so that was not it. But trust, we will be there sooner or later.
With predictions for who's going to win.
You know, Mom, I have faith in your team
Thank
this
you.
season.
Mhm.
I feel like she's finally gonna take it home.
I had one. I'm a one-time champion. This will be my 2 turn.
Finally, for the second time, taken home.
What other questions?